Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, everyone. Hope you're all well. I thought I'd just come on here and share my little story, my revert story. As I've done a poem, people said they wanted me to do it, sorry. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit how I came to Islam. So basically, I met my partner who is Muslim, but he wasn't a practicing Muslim when I met him, sadly. But he is now, alhamdulillah. And we was together for a few years before we went on to have our child, who is now nearly 6. And I never thought of Islam much at all, really. I live in a highly populated Muslim area, so I knew bits and bobs about it, but I never really took it seriously. I started to take it seriously when my mum passed away. She passed away in 2016, sadly. And she was my best friend, and it broke my heart, and I couldn't deal with it. I couldn't sleep properly at night, and I was there when she actually passed, and just going through that with her made me think a lot about death and where we go after and what happens to our soul, and that can't be it. We close our eyes and go, you know, there's more. There's got to be more. And I don't know if that had to do with me being a bit older now, like at the time, with my age and that. So I started researching, I started going online, and what happens when we die? Where do we go? Is that the end, kind of thing? And alhamdulillah, all the videos that were coming to me were Islamic videos, not Judaism, not Hinduism, nothing like that was coming on my phone in front of my eyes. It was all Islamic videos, alhamdulillah. And I could not put my phone down. I was staying up very late at night just watching and gaining knowledge, and like, I was mind blown. I was like, wow, this is something special. And then I started to research and dig more, and then the proofs of the Quran came to me, and I was like, wow, this stuff from 1,400 years ago only come to light to us through science 40 or 50 years ago, a bit more maybe. Alhamdulillah, this is the truth. And I found it so beautiful, and from there, that was it. I believed. My heart, back in 2016, I believed, and I thought, right, I'm going to take my shahada, but I'm not going to do it yet. I want to know more. So I started researching, and then I started researching how to pray, and then I started really pushing myself to learn Surah Al-Nas. That was the second surah I learned. The first Surah Al-Fatiha, and alhamdulillah, Allah made it quite easy for me. It was tough, it was hard, but at school, I didn't like school, to be honest with you, yeah. I left with no GCSE, no grades, nothing like that. I could not concentrate at school. But alhamdulillah, with Islam and with Arabic, it's so easy for me, alhamdulillah. It's like I'm picking things up just so quick. So I learned how to pray. I learned a few surahs, alhamdulillah, and then I thought, right, I feel I'm going to take my shahada soon. But before that, let me just cut all the things out of my life. And I was a smoker. I was a heavy smoker. I know it's a terrible thing. And I was. And I put my hijab on, looked in the mirror, and from that day, I said, Allah, make it easy for me to stop smoking. From that day, I haven't touched a cigarette since. And it's been over a year, nearly 2 years, I've not touched a cigarette. And I put my hijab on, and I've battled with myself in the mirror, and I said, just do it, you can do it, just put it on and go. But it was so hard for me. So I made a dua, and I asked Allah to make it easy for me. I put my earpods in my ears, and I was playing Quran, and I was going in the door, out the door, in the door, out the door. I must have done it about 10 times, I swear. And I said, just do it. What's the worst that can happen? Just do it. I was just nervous about people's reactions, because everyone knows me around here and stuff like that. And I went, and alhamdulillah, some sisters come to me and they said, mashallah, sister, you look so nice, it suits you. And may Allah bless them, because they were the ones that give me the courage to think, yeah, you know what, it actually does look okay, and I'm doing it for Allah, and I'm pleasing Allah, and I'm modest, And I'm proud to wear it, and I'm proud to be a Muslim, and I'm proud to show people that I'm a Muslim. So I've never took it off since, and I feel naked without it, to be honest. And I won't even go to my bins outside to put my rubbish without my hijab. And then I went from wearing a hijab to booking an appointment at my local masjid. And they said, I said, I want to do my shahada. And they said, has anyone kind of forced you into it? Why do you want to do it? And I explained a bit to them. And alhamdulillah, he said to me, the brother said to me, come in on Friday, Jummah, it'll be a great atmosphere. And it was the most beautiful day of my life. I swear to you, it was so beautiful. I went there, I was wearing jeans and jumper, but I had my hijab. So I hadn't transitioned yet into wearing the abayas. So I went there, and all these beautiful Somali sisters brought me in, and mixture of cultures was there. They brought me in, and I said, I feel really uncomfortable. So they went and got me an abaya dress, so I felt kind of comfortable, because we was going to be doing the shahada with the imam, so I wanted to be like the other sisters. And alhamdulillah, they took me and they was teaching me, and I done my shahada, and I was expecting to cry, but I didn't cry, and I didn't feel any difference. I didn't feel different. I thought, wow, ain't I meant to feel something like that? But I didn't. So I stayed for the Jummah, the prayer, and as soon as that adhan went, I broke down. I was in tears. That's when it hit me, and I got that feeling. Oh my God, it's bringing, like, that feeling was so beautiful. And it was really a special day for me. And since then, I've never looked back. And I've just grown with knowledge and trying to be a better person. And alhamdulillah, now my husband prays 5 times a day, and he never used to pray or do Ramadan. And now we do it. This will be my 2nd Ramadan. Alhamdulillah, inshallah, I get to Ramadan. And Islam is the best thing that's ever happened to me. And in the future, I don't think I'm ready for it yet, but I will be doing another video on my past, inshallah. But that's a deep story, but I will do it. But yeah, that's basically my story of how I come to Islam. And it's a very special story to me. And I will never forget it, and I'm so happy that Allah chose me to be a Muslim. I'm so happy, because if He didn't, I don't know where I'd be now. I'd probably either be dead or, and I know that sounds dramatic, but the lifestyle I was in, I believe I'd either be dead, in prison, or I don't know, to be honest. But I'm going to do a little story on my past, where I was before and where I am now. It's going to take a lot for me to do that, so I will do it though. Inshallah, I will do it. I think it will be really beneficial to sisters that have come from a different, reverted to Islam, but had such a different lifestyle before. And I had a very different lifestyle. Way before I met my husband, I was in a chaotic lifestyle, but I will do that another time. But Allah chose me to come to Islam, and He's guiding me, and I feel truly blessed, alhamdulillah. And this is the fastest growing religion out there. Look how many Muslims are, how many non-Muslims are reverting. It's so many. Alhamdulillah, I'm proud to be a part of this beautiful religion. So yes, that is my story. I know it's short and brief, but basically I believe deep in my heart Allah gave me a loss to gain. I lost my mum at that point of time in my life to gain Islam, and it's sad but it's true, and alhamdulillah.